Okay, hello everyone. And I was browsing the YouTube the other day and I found this really good video, Obi-Wan faking search engine, and I got really inspired to do the same thing. Uh, the original video, the original game, the scene was made in the Renge engine, which is basically a fork of Unity game engine. If you know what it is, like just some crippled version of Unity that supports scripting. I don't know how people manage to do something in it, but it really amazed me by how much you can achieve with such simple tools. So I got inspired to make something like this, to recreate the feeling, to recreate the scene, the map that you could find in the Half-Life, maybe Half-Life 2 beta, which would look like this. So I booted up Unity and started trying to do something in it. What I want to say is I'm complete newbie in Unity. I almost don't know anything about this engine. I just started learning it with this project. So any criticism would be appreciated in the comments. What I could improve on, what I could do best, maybe some workarounds around some things. So now I'm gonna show my version and then I'm gonna break down how I made it. Okay, so that's basically the scene. I built it, I think, in 3 or 4 days, just in my free time. So, the geometry of the level. These big brushes were made using the Pro Builder Unity. Great tool, I really like it. It's just a mix of the old Hammer editor and the new software where you can edit everything in the this first person view. I really like this tool. Um, any other models were made by me in Blender. Basically just these pipes, this like metal beam and this AC units. Everything just modeled. It's really basic models because in the 2000s in Half-Life 2 you don't have like any crazy geometry like they have in the modern games. So yeah, uh, about the textures, all the textures I took were taking from the old CD uploads in the Internet Archive. You can look up on the Internet Archive like also CD with textures and just a lot of the free textures will be granted you. They are in the small resolution, but that's what I have need for this like old look because Valve used only like textures 256, 512, 128, like these textures with that are power of twos and not bigger than 512, so that's what I use here. Mm, for the water, this water shader was made by me explaining what I need to an AI, the ChatGPT 4. So that's the shader graph. If you wanna breakdown of this, you can like just say in the comments. I will read all of them. But if you just want to replicate this, here's the. You can just pause the video and copy everything. I just used a single normal texture and sampled it or scrolled it did a bunch of crazy math with it. For the reflection, I'm using reflection probes because that's what Valve use in their games, and I think it gives this retro aesthetic when the reflections don't really completely match what you're looking around. But you don't actually even don't need this because what reflections job is to make the surroundings feel like they're reflecting something. Just the color palette, and that's it. Because the ripples ruin everything otherwise. So that's basically it for the reflections. Models, really basic. I made them entirely in Blender. Also used all these textures. Majority of the textures, as I said, were taken from these CDs, uploads from the Internet Archive. Some I just found on the Google search and adapted for my version. For example, this rusty texture, I taken it just from the Google search, and what I used for texture to do this texture. Oh my god. I made it into like this atlas texture. So here's the main body, the grid, and also the fan texture. So yeah, that's what I used, my approach to the modeling. And then we have what's also important for the atmosphere is sounds and the ambience. Majority of the sounds are just taken from the Half-Life 2 itself. Also the step sounds are taken from the Half-Life 2. I believe Valve don't really care about what sound like you're taking from their 20-year-old game, but I wouldn't risk uploading it on the on the internet and asking people to pay for it. But Voices of the Void actually does it, and so far the developer doesn't have any problems, I believe. So maybe you can just use it. So the first sound AC unit which plays here, just I found this on the internet, just some fan noise. Like this. Then the canals Swamp Frogs, taken from the Half-Life 2, like this frog sound. Yep. Then the Canals Wind Loop 1. It's used not in the canals only, but I think in the whole game. It's just the same wind loop. At least that's what I remember from playing it. The corridor. It's just the corridor.wav sound. I don't know, but it's really iconic Half-Life 2 ambient sound. It really fits this game so much. An ominous feeling. And then the civil protection sound. I use the Russian version because that's what I grew up with, but the lady that's voicing it in the Russian and the English version, their voice is pretty similar, so I think it doesn't ruin it for everyone. I just chopped up some phrases that I liked and put it here.
Найден нарушитель. Код. Данин.
Okay. And now for the technical stuff. I use low volume value on all these like sources, audio sources, because for some reason Unity's default values are so like loud. I almost died from when I just started doing this. So this is what I use. It some of the noises are completely 3D, like the spatial blend thing. For example, the frog sounds, the AC unit sounds are completely spatial, but the all the ambient sounds are not. But or at least like it's something like this low value. So like you walk around the map, it changes a little bit, but it doesn't like specifies on your left ear or right ear. So like it's everywhere because it's in the ambient sound. So like this ambient, the wind, and the civil protection sound is like everything is the same, just the different source files. And here's the other frog noise. Then for the lighting, one of the most important parts of this, what you need to do. I stake obviously use the baked-in lighting because the real-time lighting is not what you would find in the 2004 game. In the Unity, you make the light map resolution 5 or even lower. I made it 5. It looks sharp because the guy in the video actually used even lower value, I believe. Um, I think it was like significantly lower because he had a much more chunky shadows. Yes, you can see in this and this. But I used a bit of sharper shadows. I like them more. You set the max light map size for 512. You set the fixed light map size. Light map compression normal. And it's important here in the filtering you put advanced, open image denoiser, and a throws thing, because like if you use optics or the Gaussian direct filter, it will cause like all this shadow acne happening all the place. I didn't like it, but still Unity's Light Baker suffers from something. I don't know what it is, because these pipes are completely normal models. It just spills light somewhere randomly. I don't know how would I fix it. If there's some Unity veterans, please explain this to me. So yeah, this is for the lighting. It only uses one light source. This is like directional light. Here is settings, baked, directional, this color, because it's like sunset color. Try to mimic the position of the sun that's coming from here. Intensity 2. And also I have here the, where it is, global volume. So like this post-processing thing in Unity. Oh, I here have just the bloom, because there is slight bloom at the Half-Life 2, so I use it. And motion blur. I just like motion blur. You don't need to do this to make it look Half-Life 2, but I really like motion blur. So I believe that's it. Write what you think in the comments. Any criticism, as I said, would be appreciated. Just be reasonable. And I think see you.